Okay, Kateryna, thanks for submitting this essay. Let's take a look at what you did here. The topic is international marketing. Is it invasive or is it educational? Let's see. International marketing is the key point of successful globalization in regards to integration of foreign cultures, views, and economic development approaches. Some people think that the methods of international marketing are very intrusive and devastating for the local economy, while others hold the view that it is indispensable in order to gain the successful experience of other countries. Okay, but what's your view? Because look what it asks for. It asks for your opinion, so absolutely make sure that you include that. So this way your position can be clear throughout the response, so include it in your introduction. Moving on. Those who agree that marketing of foreign countries, that's not really the same as international marketing, okay? So those who agree that international marketing brings benefits to local economies usually focus on long-term results underlying people's growing interest in imported goods and services. This in turn makes local manufacturing companies and service providers perform better in order to remain competitive with international ones. Local citizens, as per the outcome, that's a little strange, enjoy better services. How about just local citizens as a result enjoy better services and goods for lower prices? For instance, when the Soviet Union opened its Iron Curtain, people for the first time could travel overseas and taste European products. Alright, so what's the takeaway here? What have we learned here? And where is this element of the essay? Remember what you're supposed to be answering. A necessary and economical form of education, spreading ideas, language, and culture. Yeah, I got a little bit about European products, and that's maybe culture. But the rest of it, no. Because even your idea about traveling has nothing to do with international marketing, does it? If it does have something to do with international marketing, then make sure it's clear to the reader. Okay, if you want to talk about how there are countries as travel destinations advertised and marketed overseas, and then people go and travel to them and go overseas, then maybe that would make sense. But as you have it here, I don't really feel like you've covered all the aspects of this essay. Maybe a little bit about culture, but the rest of it really, and maybe a little bit about spreading ideas. Did you really talk about spreading ideas? Yeah, you touched on it, but really I would like you to kind of grasp it a little more tightly and really focus on it so that it's clear that this is what you're talking about. Moving on. Those who consider international marketing as invasive and intrusive usually focus their attention on negative consequences such as destroying cultural uniqueness of the country, mixing languages, destroying national products, and educational values. Here you need an and as well as or an and. All this is due to superficial competition that marketing brings with itself. As an example, they usually think of Aboriginal cultures in Australia and New Zealand and stolen generations by English colonization. I have no idea what this means. What does this mean? And what is this? No, I'm afraid I don't understand your point. How does this relate to international marketing? How does this extend it. If this is somehow related to what we're discussing, then make sure you explain it. Don't assume that the reader knows what you're talking about. Moving on to your conclusion. To conclude, I hold the opinion that in terms of globalization, we need to appreciate international marketing. I believe that in the long run, it brings positive effects, E and S at the end, on people, their wealth, health, and developmental growth. There is always black and white in every movement, and people should be selective about what they accept and follow. Good things such as innovations in healthcare systems should be advertised and promoted. Bad things that negatively impact people's life should be ignored or prohibited. Okay. So check it out. What I wanted you to do was not include all of this in your conclusion. So check it out. You've got this paragraph here that's about 9 lines long. The same thing here, maybe 8 or 9. and you've got this conclusion that is just as long. Try to just shrink your conclusion, spend more time focusing on your body paragraphs, make sure that they're better developed. It's more important to develop them than it is your conclusion, your introduction. So you have to change the focus a little bit. Your introduction and conclusion really should just be exactly that. They should introduce the topic, finish the topic, but you should really put the focus of your energy on these body paragraphs. Okay, Kateryna, so you've got some nice grammar, some nice vocabulary, but I'd like us to work a little more together so that we can help you with your the focus of your essays. Make sure that you're on topic. Make sure you're actually answering the question that you're supposed to be answering. So I'd like to see you sign up for more essay corrections. I think you'd find them helpful. I'd also like to see your task ones. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get some essays from you, and I look forward to reading more of them. Okay, good luck to you.